from Namibia to Indonesia, Aceh, Kosovo, in the Middle East. And he said that the goal must be lasting peace with dignity for all. Otherwise, you only have a temporary ceasefire if you don't find a solution that recognizes the dignity of both partners of the conflict. So I think we heard a really practical message from Archbishop Tutu, and I would like to challenge everyone to not only think about dignity, but to take it into action in whatever business or political field or other field of life you are in. We want to operationalize dignity.
I feel it's very encouraging if we see those 3 young people not speaking only for themselves, but representing a group of 450 young global leaders who are very influenced by this new type of thinking, this moral rearmament which we need in our world. Now, we have talked a lot about the redesign of the systems, of the processes of leadership during the last 4 days, and we had some attempt to summarize conclusions in the last 2 sessions. So it would be too pretentious for me to add another summary. I just, before asking the Archbishop one question, with his answer we will conclude this meeting. I just would like to make one technical point. We all go afterwards up to the mountains for a farewell luncheon. And I would like to thank everybody who has been engaged in making this meeting smooth, efficient, interactive. I would like to mention particularly my colleague Lee Howell, who was in charge of the program, and the 1,000 or more collaborators to make your life easy here. Not to speak, and I cannot disclose the number of all the security people whom we have here and who deserve our special recognition. I would like to add a special word of thanks to the Davos population. We should not forget it's quite an intrusion which we bring into this small community, and setting up, let's say, the normal life for a whole week or even longer, because with the preparation process. So they deserve a special thank you. And now, Your Grace, we assembled here. You speak to 100 leaders or hundreds of leaders here in this room. You speak to many more via direct television transmission and through the internet. When we look at the world at this moment, and of course you addressed this already in your opening remarks, but if you would give the world advice, and particularly leaders, because we have a special responsibility, and there's always, I'm very often accused, not accused, but sometimes journalists tell me, look, Klaus, you organize a great show in Davos, and you preach people, or you have other people to preach people, and then they go out, and you are a little bit like the reverend in the church on Sunday, and they listen to you, they listen what is said here, and then they do whatever they want to do. What would be your plea now to this audience who has special responsibilities in the world.
Thank
And
you
then
very-
we will conclude.
Thank you very much. I keep myself being quite amazed at young people and their idealism. They dream God's dream. When young people say, let us make poverty history, they dream God's dream. Because that is what God longs for all of us. Yes, there are many, many awful things in the world. Many, 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 many. But you know something? There are a lot of good things as well. There are a lot of good things. And I'm not trying to rev up your spirits. I'm telling you just what is a truth. We visited Davos last year. Now, all the descriptions that you have heard fall horrendously short of the reality on the ground there. It's one of the most awful, awful, awful places in God's world. And God looking at places such as that, at Gaza, at all of those places, God weeps. But we went to